So we're now ready to start on the next stage, which will be installing the kitchen cabinets. As you can see, the layout of the kitchen so far, which is going to be your sink, dishwasher, your cooktop, you have a microwave, double wall oven, pantry, refrigerator, and then another pantry. Like I said, this will be your island. So that's the layout, and we'll start installing the upper cabinets first. So let's get this moved out and let's get started. Yeah. A few things you need to know if this is your first time installing kitchen cabinets. You can check out my link right here on how to install kitchen cabinets. But if this is your first time, the best place to start is just like a puzzle. As you start with your outer pieces on your puzzle, we're going to start with the corner, and that way we can work our corner and work our way out. So first thing we'll do is mount our corner cabinet and work our way out. So the first thing you need to do is to know your height of your cabinets. So your bottom cabinet is going to be 54 inches. So you want to mark 54 inches. Then you want to mark all your studs going down the wall. And then we'll put a ledger board at 54 inches all the way down. And that'll give us something to sit our cabinets on as we mount them together. So like I said, start with your corner cabinet, work your way out, and that way you can use your spacers to keep the bottom and top cabinets even. Once you got your ledger bracket mounted and make sure it's level, then you can sit your corner cabinet here, and the next cabinet is basically next to it. So you're gonna sit it up in the corner. And that'll be your starting cabinet. So before we mount this to the wall, we want to make sure that this cabinet lines up flush with this edge before you mount it to the wall, or you can mount this cabinet to this one, either or. So, but just to check, that way you'll know if it's level going all the way down this way and this way with the next cabinet. What you do is just sit it up next to it. Just see where it needs to sit as far as lined up. Now that we got the corner cabinets mounted, the object is to get all your cabinets to line up. So what I've done so far is laid out my markings. So this cabinet is 39, a blind corner cabinet, and I brought it out 1.5 inches, which will give me that mark. I'll put 1.5 inch spacer on the side of this cabinet, which will then line those two cabinets up, starting off here. That'll be my spacer here. Then my next cabinet will be a 27, and that will line up with the bottom cabinet. And then I'll have a 3-inch space gap. The hood range will be here over the cooktop. Another 3-inch space, a 15-inch cabinet, which will end here. Then I have a 21-inch cabinet that'll end here. So that's basically what you want to do. You want to make sure your cabinets are going to line up and fall where you want them to end at. So that's the simple part. So all we have to do is add one spacer, which is a 1.5 inch spacer on the side of this cabinet, and that'll bring us to the edge of our corner cabinet. So that's your layout for your top cabinet. And then, like I said, we'll put the microwave cabinet below it. The cooktop cabinet will go under the hood range, and dishwasher will be over here. So everything will line up. So as you put each cabinet in, you just want to make sure each edge is lining up. And that's why you actually add spacers, to make sure your cabinets are lined up.
So as we mount our lower cabinets, sometimes you run into where you have your outlets. In this case, it's a microwave cabinet, and you can do your measurements from here and from the floor up, get your exact measurements for your cutout. And one tool I like to use, and this is for mainly drywall, but it works sometimes on your wood, and it's just it goes into your outlet and it has the spikes on it you can see. And basically I would tape it into the outlet here and then just push the cabinet up against it and get the marks from the outlet. And that'll give me a mark on the back to draw it out. Or this is another tool which works. And this is another tool, and it's magnetized, that works with the cabinet. And it's for drywall also, but sometimes it'll work through your cabinet. And the way it works, you put this in your outlet here and center it, and then it has an arrow on it, and you just match up your arrows, and then you put this on the outer section of the cabinet and it'll magnetize, and then you just draw your lines there, and that'll give you something to double check your measurements on also. So like I said, either one would work. Like I say, just put this one in. Like that, make sure it's centered. And slide your cabinet to where it's gonna be. And remember which way your arrow was facing, and it'll pick it up. And that's where it goes. And you would notice if it's off and you got your arrow turned the wrong way, you'll notice it's loose. So once it locks in both magnets, then that's basically your center. Here we are so far. Got 2 cabinets left to be mounted, which is the sink base. So we'll clean up all the plumbing behind here and get that cut. And the end cabinet. Dishwasher is here. Install that door. And everything else is mounted. And then we'll go to the refrigerator and start mounting the pantry and the double wall of it. The glass be come back, center the island, get it level, and mount it down. So that's where we are so far. set up your island, you're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put in our screws to connect both together, and then we're gonna go on the back side, mark where the islands are, and take 2 pieces of wood and put cleats in. That way your island doesn't move. So let's get that set up. Next step you want to do is set your island exactly where you want it. So we'll get our measurements from here to here, all the way down, and then make sure our edges are going to line up where we want it. Hangover will be 16 inches, which will match up to here. And our hangover here is 1.5 inches. 15.5. So hangover for the regular countertop would be 1.5 inches. That's the hangover there. And then that's gonna give us the edge of our island. And that hangover would be 16 inches. So from there, we wanna go around the back and mark it. So from here, we'll go under here and we'll mark a mark here on the inside of your island. And we're gonna put a cleat here. So on the other side, we'll just mark this inner wall and mark it on the floor. So we have a cleat there and a cleat here. So just cut a 2x4. So now that we have our cleats, we're gonna slide them in. They'll basically be matched up that way, pushed in and screwed in for the cabinets. So that's how you set your island. So we have our mark on the floor. So we're gonna slide everything out the way and go from there. all the cabinets mounted. We got the sink under the window. Dishwasher would be next. The cooktop and the hood range will go there. Microwave, corner cabinet, double wall oven, pantry here, fridge pantry, and then another pantry. So let's come back and put the toe kicks in and the side panels and all the trim in. And one thing when you're putting in the refrigerator, although it is 36 inches, I always add either a 3/4 or 1/2 inch filler gap here, and that'll give you a little more room to get your refrigerator in on the side. Some refrigerator are nice and tight, so that will eliminate you having to do that. Then scribe the wall and come back and put the trim there. So that's the complete installation of the kitchen cabinets. And then for the island, which is here, we're going with quartz. So we'll do a 16-inch hangover on the quartz. And with quartz, you can go up to 18 inches without a support for quartz. So that will be the hangover there. And it'll be 1.5 inch hangover in the front. So on this side, it'll be 16 inches. That'll match up with that side of that quartz. And 16 inches on the back side here. So that way you have seating around the back and seating around the side on this side. And then we'll do the 2 pendant lights above the island. That's where we are so far.